Hello, this is Arash Vossoughi. Are you living the way you want to live? I want you to take a good look at your results. Are you still getting the same results you've gotten the last 3-6 months? The first thing I want you to understand is you are getting those results not because you don't want different results, not because you're not attempting to change your results, not because you're not putting effort in, but because you haven't yet learned how to consistently change your programming. See, I want you to take a good look at your results and understand they're telling you a story, and that story is of you, of how you're showing up, of what you think about yourself. And we've got to get to understand you have unlimited potential. You can create anything you want in your life, but the key is that you do not let that story continue controlling you. We have got to change the programming. See, 95% of our results are run by a program. Like today, my day, 95% of it's run by a program. Same with your day. What we want to do is install empowering programs. So in order to do that, we have to change ourselves. But in order to change ourselves, we have to understand ourselves. Now, the first thing is you can never outperform your programming. You want to understand that. You literally are in a box of where your programming is. Well, how do you get out of that box? The first thing you have to do is you have to make a definite, committed decision that you are going to change your life. That from this point on, you are going to live being inspirationally dissatisfied, where you are motivated, but you're sick and tired of being sick and tired, where you are not going to settle for any less. That's the first thing. You have to make a definite decision. Well, when you mix decision with commitment, commitment is a directive you give yourself. From this moment on, this is what I'm doing. And I want you to feel the energy that I'm telling you this. You can't just say, I made a decision without follow through with action and commitment. That is useless. And we're going to have to understand you. Who are you? Like, I want you to start getting conscious of what's going on in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is your silent partner. It will take you with wherever you take it. And your subconscious mind creates 96 to 98% of all your results, perceptions, and behavior. But the first step to changing is you got to understand how you operate. Now, your conscious mind creates 2 to 4%. But the conscious mind is very important because the conscious mind is directing what goes into your subconscious. It's literally the entranceway to your subconscious mind. Now, your conscious mind is your intellectual mind. It's where your intellect resides. Your intellect is so powerful. Your conscious mind, you can choose any idea you want. So let's look at the results again. That result is telling you the ideas you've been choosing either consciously or unconsciously. If you're choosing it unconsciously, you're not thinking. And we want to think based on what you really want. How do you really want to live? What are your goals? Do you have goals? You could choose any idea you want. What are the ideas you're choosing? Take a look at the results. The results are telling us. Your conscious mind, you can accept or reject any idea. Are you accepting ideas just to fit in? Are you accepting ideas because you are more concerned about the perception of other people than how you really want to live? I want you to think about this. This is how most people live. I know I used to live this way. And you have to make a definite decision that you're going to toughen up. You're going to live on your terms. You're going to be the star of your life. And not just a star, a superstar, where you are going to choose the ideas of how you are going to create the business you want, the income you want, the relationships you want, the type of people in your environment, that you're surrounding yourself with A+ performers. That's understanding choosing. Now, accepting and rejecting, I can never talk about it enough. It's the first thing that I work with clients on because number one, it builds discipline. I want you to discipline your mind, not let your mind discipline you. When your mind is disciplining you, you're just reacting. You're letting the outside control you. And you've got to understand that you have access to all the power in the world, you have unlimited potential, and you could create whatever you want. Now let's go back to the results. If you want to know why you're getting the results you're getting, those are the thought patterns, and your mind is disciplining you, and it's creating those thoughts which created the results. So in order to create results much higher, you've got to think from a higher understanding, from a higher awareness. You want to think, feel, and act from that person. But in order to do that, you've got to accept only ideas that are in harmony with the new you. And when you have that thought, here we go again, I've been reading the book, I've been listening to you, I've been studying other people, nothing's changed, it's because the programming hasn't changed. To change the programming, we've got to become a master at accepting and rejecting ideas. We have to become a master of choosing only thoughts that are in harmony with the way you want to live. We want to originate ideas that are so big and that's going to create a new image. Now, image is a whole new lesson, but our self-image is what's creating the results. You will never operate outside the boundaries of your self-image. So if your image is this big, you're going to attract what's in harmony of an awareness that is this big. But as you keep expanding your image, you're going to change your life. You're going to absolutely change your life. You're going to allow yourself. Now, let's understand the other part of your personality, your subconscious. Like I said before, it creates 96 to 98% of all your results, perceptions, and behaviors. It can only accept. So you've got to be very careful, and you've got to really think. This is what screws people over. They don't think. They're letting the outside control them. They're not accepting and rejecting ideas. So when you're not accepting or rejecting, what you're doing is you're subconsciously accepting that idea. Think about it. Oh, when you're tough on yourself, I'm not good enough. Your subconscious says, fine, I'm going to keep making you not good enough. Your subconscious is your silent partner, but it can only accept. It can never reject. And it does not know the difference between what's true and what's imagined. Now, if you are a person thinking and saying, listen, I am really serious. I am changing these results. I have got to talk the language of my subconscious. My subconscious only knows emotion. Like I'm speaking to you right now in English. Well, if I was speaking Taiwanese and you only spoke English, you wouldn't understand what I'm saying. So every time you put emotion into something, you're talking the subconscious's language. We want to get emotionally involved with your want. We want to get you emotionally involved with discipline. We want to get you emotionally involved with developing a positive mental attitude. And the more you get emotionally involved with an idea, that's what you're going to bring into your life. Let's go back to the results again. Take a look at the results. You'll see over the past few months what ideas you've been emotionally involved in. So what we want to do, I want you to start getting conscious of your subconscious. When my life changed is when I took control and I started understanding me. I started understanding how to activate my intellect. I started understanding how my subconscious works. And your subconscious doesn't know whether anything is true or it's imagined. So we want to build, we talked about originating ideas with your conscious mind. We want to really originate ideas that you're in love with. It feels so great that your goal is already here. You think, feel, and act with your goal already here. What you're doing when you're doing that, you're creating a synthetic experience to your subconscious mind. And it must accept, so it only knows the real, what you're giving it. So how well do you know your mind? Just know that you start taking control and start disciplining your thinking, where you're disciplining your mind, not letting your mind discipline you. You're letting what you put into your subconscious, you are consciously in control of that. And you're thinking, if it's not in harmony with your goal, you say, no, I reject that. And you start only accepting those ideas. Watch what you're going to attract. You're going to attract different ideas. You're going to attract A+ performers around you. You're going to attract the right mentors. But the real thing is understanding you, understanding what you're about. Understand that nature always rewards you when you use what nature is giving you. What is nature giving you? All the potential in the world. Your spiritual DNA is absolutely perfect. It's giving you these higher faculties, your will, your perception, your memory, your intuition, your reasoning, your imagination. Now, are you using those? See, nature will reward you if you use it, and it will reward you so significantly, but it will also penalize you significantly. Don't let your mind work against you. Work for it. It is so powerful. When we use our imagination, that's one of the higher faculties, It takes us anywhere in the universe. It takes us to that place. I want you to think for a moment that you were earning 10 times what you're earning right now. Right away, by me just saying there, you either accepted or rejected that automatically. I want you to accept it. Because if I can do it, you can do it. There was a time I didn't think I could do it, but I was ignorant. That's why you got to surround yourself with A+ performers. Surround yourself with the right mentors. Start tapping in and mentally rehearsing the person you want to be. Create that synthetic experience. And then all day long, now you understand who you are. Now step out and act as that person. I'm telling you, keep watching this video over and over again. We have to understand you. You understand your conscious mind, your subconscious, you're going to experience it in your physical body. And just remember this, your 5 senses are the last part of you that is going to experience your big quantum leap. So keep going, persist, persist. Be relentless about creating the life you want. Because I'm going to finish this with this idea. You're going to spend the time anyway, you might as well be great. Fall in love with the repetition of understanding this. I want you to explain this to somebody that they can understand it. That's how you know you understand it. Thank you so much.